Hi everybody, it's Catherine. Welcome back to my channel. Today is a massive collab with a bunch of the regular girls that I collab with. They'll all be linked down below, their Instagrams and YouTube, wherever they're posting this particular prompt today, and I would recommend going and checking all of them out, particularly if you are trying to go shopping for in the New Year's sales. You might be inspired by some of the choices. I am looking quite festive. I've never worn cat ears before, but I couldn't resist these. They're beautiful. So I only picked 3 mainstream out of all of my 18 polishes from 2018. This was really the year of the indie for me, and I am definitely going to continue with that next year. In fact, I'm kind of going on a no mainstream buy, and pretty much sticking with indies. But although I won't be buying for a long time because I went a bit crazy in the Black Friday sales. So before we get started, I have broken the rules because I actually have 20 polishes in a little box here, and the 2 extra polishes are actually like #1 for the entire year. So I decided I'll just separate them out and just show them separately from the top 18. But if I was picking top 2 polishes, these would be it. This is Catherine and Mrs. C from Ard As Nails. Catherine came out during the summer, and Kat named a bunch of polishes after people in the YouTube community, Helen and Loopy and Jules, I believe. So yeah, there's a bunch of people over there that she named her creams after. So I was very, very happy to have Catherine. And then when I met Kat, I was lucky enough to meet Kat in October. Was it October? Yeah, it was. And we had a great chat, and she surprised me with a scattered holographic version of Catherine, which she calls Mrs. C. And be still my beating heart, it's beautiful. They're both beautiful. The colours of this, I've gone back and bought so much of this because I had to give it to friends, and then my mum wanted them, and I love this polish so much. And Mrs. C, very, very unique, one-off, very special, and I love it. So thank you so much, Kat. So let's get into the top 18. Whew. All right, get yourself a cup of tea and let's settle in. I kind of don't even know where to start. I gave myself a couple of rules. All right, so I'm only allowed to pick one polish per collection, no more than 3 polishes per brand, and it had to come out this year. So they're the 3 rules that I gave myself, just to make it a bit easier for me to pick. Nothing really to do with trying to limit myself and make it harder for me to pick. I was trying to make it easier for me to pick. So that's what I've done. So let's start with Caddy Lacquer. So the first polish I'm going to talk about is Maui, which came out in the summer collection from Caddy Lacquer, and it's a gorgeous blue with a touch of green on it. It's a very dusty colour with a neon pink matte glitter in here in different sizes. I adore this polish. This blue pink combo, it just reminded me that I needed to wear this more often, and it's really inspired me now every season to try and mix up blue and pink more. And I loved that collection in general, but this is just the standout simply because it continues to inspire me even when I'm not using it. So it had to go in the top 18, and these are not in any particular order. I'm just kind of going by brand because I couldn't do them in order. But yeah, Maui from Caddy Lacquer is definitely in there. An earlier Caddy Lacquer in the year was the Fan collection from Caddy Lacquer, and I know that this is going to appear in any top 18 of a Caddy Lacquer fan out there. This is White Night. It may appear in my new like Caddy Lacquer favorites full stop. It's a grey base with a shimmer and a kind of a gold shimmer, and then a holographic shimmer, and then there's an orange glitter, a metallic orange glitter in here. It's so unusual. The formula is beautiful, and I've used this a couple of times. It's perfect for Game of Thrones manicures, and yeah, love this. So that's a White Night from Caddy Lacquer. And finally from Caddy Lacquer, this is a Hypnotic Polish exclusive, and this came out, I think in the autumn, early autumn, late summer, something like that. This is Dancing Fuchsia. It's a dark fuchsia coloured base. It's very purpley, leaning pinky colour. It's like, it looks wine in some lights. It's just a beautiful colour. It's so magical. And it's got these gorgeous coppery orange flakies in there. I absolutely adore this polish. I wore it home in October, and my plan was to, you know, I brought home loads of polish. Plan was to change my polish regularly. I was on my holidays. I couldn't take it off my nails. It's just the perfect autumn polish, and it's beautiful. So that is Dancing Fuchsia. So I do have a number of one-off special edition polishes from either PPU or For the Love of Polish this year. So I'm going to try and scatter them in throughout, so I'm not teasing you too much. The first one I wore over the Halloween, and this is Night Owl Lacquer. It was my first Night Owl Lacquer. It's called I've Spent So Long in the Darkness. It's a thermal polish. I never thought I'd put a thermal polish in my top picks, but this is very, very special. It's in a kind of a grey, in its cold state, it's in a kind of a greyish base, which leans into teal a little bit, and it has this tealy kind of blue shimmer, and then it has these multichrome flakies that go from a blue to a pink to a purple, and then there's a green in there too. It's really, really pretty. And then in its warm state, it goes to a bright neon green, and I loved it for Halloween. It's just the perfect Halloween polish, and it looks great when it's transitioning as well, because it transitions in a kind of a teal colour. So yeah, that is Night Owl Lacquer. And another one from PPU is Polished for Days. I actually have 3 Polished for Days polishes to show you. This is Cute as a Button. It's based on the Coraline from Neil Gaiman, that series, and this is, how do you describe this? So it's a bluish purpley base with a ton of flakies, colour shifting flakies in there, and lots of holographic shimmers and glitters. It's just beautiful on the nail. I really, really loved it. And just even looking at the bottle, I mean, I'd like to wear that as a necklace maybe. It's gorgeous. So that is Cute as a Button, and that was from the September PPU. Helpfully, they always put it on the bottom. That's really helpful. And from the For the Love of Polish box, I also had a rule that I could only pick one polish from For the Love of Polish. That counts as a collection as well. And this was, I think this was my first ever For the Love of Polish box back in February. And this is Karma Chameleon, and it's a beautiful blue with this kind of unicorn pea effect in there, with the gold and the green and the red pinky shimmery effect going on. It's really lovely. It's got a gorgeous holographic, and it's kind of a, I would say like a purpley to a fuchsia color, maybe a purple to a pink color. I'm really crap, I'm sorry, I'm crap at describing these. I should look up the definitions, but I kind of like giving my own kind of take on it, because that's how I see it. But anyway, this is really, really pretty. Karma Chameleon. I wore a couple of times actually throughout the year, and I think I used it in a unicorn nail art tutorial. Really love it. Karma Chameleon also has some like sentimental, that song has a sentimental kind of memories for me, because I would sing it when I was a kid. So yeah, love this polish. So that's Karma Chameleon from Polished for Days. And then my last polish for days, because I can only have 3, is Phoenix. What do I say about this? I saw this online and was like, is that real? Is this a real thing? And so I picked it up. It's almost similar to, it's a bit more purpley than the Caddy Lacquer base, but it is kind of leaning into the pink side of purple, and it's got multi-chrome flakies that shift from green to a red to a coppery orange color. It's just so beautiful, and it does really remind me of a phoenix rising from the ashes. It's perfect. I love it. This came out in their autumn collection, and yeah, so that's Polished for Days, Phoenix. And so another For the Love of Polish box. This came out in the magical box, and I can't really remember which one it was. It may have been August maybe. So this is the Sorcerers Apprentice, and it's a really bright red full of iridescent flakies and a holographic, and it just looks so beautiful on the nail. The formula is fabulous. I'm always in the market for a good red polish. Red is my go-to color if I'm not entirely sure what to wear, and I think I'll be putting this into the Christmas rotation as well. So Polish was another discovery for me this year as a brand, and yeah, love this polish. And I haven't been disappointed with a single Polish or Polish for Days polish in any of the For the Love of Polishes boxes that I got, or any of the guest makers either. They've all been fantastic. So that is Polish's the Sorcerer's Apprentice. Okay, let's mix it up with some mainstream then. The first mainstream I'm going to talk about kind of came and went very quickly in the shops. This is Catrice, and it's called, what is it called? Teal Appeal. It was a Trends edition, and very, very, very quick in and out kind of into the shops. I didn't see them here for that long. And this is a green, kind of a pearlescent green polish with a pinky gold flash in it. And I used it in a Song of Ice and Fire manicure for Jon Snow, and it's just got the most amazing glow. I'm kind of sorry it's not in a bigger bottle because I feel like I'm going to go through this very quickly. Oh my god, I can already see a line. But it's gorgeous. It's really, really pretty. I'm definitely going to keep it out for the winter because it'll be a good winter polish, but I think I'm going to be sparing with this. I think it's going to be accent nails only for you, my friend. But this is Teal Appeal from Catrice. Essence was disappointing for me this year. Normally I can pick about 5 essences that I want to put in, but this year there was really only 2 that I thought I would put in, and in the end I just stuck with this one. The other one is Pumpkin Spice because it's a beautiful orange colour, but when it came down to it, this just is a little bit more unique. This is their colour of the year, their tribute to the colour of the year. This is Ultraviolet. It's not really ultraviolet, it is like more of a leaning into the kind of reddish purple category rather than the dusty blue qualities of ultraviolet. But this has a gorgeous orangey red shimmer in there, and it's a fantastic formula like all these essence polishes are. I would really, really recommend it for the Christmas season, or for, you know, coming up to Halloween. It made a really nice Halloween manicure. So yeah, that is Ultraviolet from Essence. And my last mainstream polish in this entire video is going to be this one from Barry M. And oh gosh, this is so beautiful. This is Holographic Moon, and after all of the colour of my polishes so far, this is a nice palette cleanser, as Clare Gray would say. It's a beautiful sandy colour, and the holographic in here, it just dances. It's just, the linear in here is so effortless. I know that sounds weird, but it really does take on a life of itself, and it really is like a holographic moon on your nails. And these molten metals are so, so good from Barry M. So that is Holographic Moon, and now that I'm holding it in my hand, I really hope this came out in 2018, but I think it did. Now, this isn't quite a mainstream, but I mean, I'm guessing ILMP is getting so big now. I think it's what they call a boutique polish rather than an indie polish, but I don't care. I just love ILMP, and this is Blueprint. Oh my god, this blue is the best. I'm just looking at it here going, again, another necklace please. This is so bright. It looks amazing in so many lights. It looks like a foily metallic in one light. It looks like a shimmery electric blue in another. It's just, it's my most unique colour in terms of a blue, and I love it. So that is Blueprint from ILMP. And of course I'd have to have another purple. Purple's my favourite, and I went with Royal from Picture Polish. Gosh, I forgot its name there. And it's that typical kind of picture polish formula with that kind of crushed glitter flaky effect in this beautiful royal purple colour. Gorgeous polish. I used it in a Halloween manicure, and it was my favourite manicure hands down, and I love this. So this is Royal from Picture Polish. So another polish brand that I discovered this year was Pampered Polish's This I would never have thought. If you'd lined these all up at the start of the year, I never would have thought I'd be picking this colour. It's not that I don't like this colour, it's just that I never normally gravitate towards it. Mainly because these kind of colours tend to stain me. This one doesn't. It's amazing. This is becoming like the Pampered Polish's go-to formula. This beautiful crelly with the different shapes and coloured glitters in it. I feel like it's a very unique formula out there, and this is their colour of the month for September, and it's called Once Upon a Dream, and I absolutely loved it. I got kind of excited when she reposted it as well. So yeah, she's so lovely, and I have another Black Friday order coming. So I'm doing my favourites before the Black Fridays come, because honestly, I don't want to be torn again. So we have another indie here. This is from For the Love of Polish. This is September, so I think the Sorcerers Apprentice is definitely out August. And this is from, this is called the Night Carnival, and this is from Dreamland Lacquer. Absolutely love this polish. This is the smoothest glitter I've ever put on my nails. It's a green base, very shimmery green base with loads of gold shimmers. Then it's got this gold kind of, it's like a multichrome, the flattest multichrome glitter you've ever seen. Like it's a circle or a hex maybe. But anyway, it's very hard to describe. But it goes from a green to a gold to a blue. Absolutely gorgeous, matte or with a top coat. This looks amazing. I'll show you the two manicures that I did with it, with a top coat and a matte. I used it at Halloween, and I love this, so good. Now I almost forgot I do have another mainstream, and this is probably the only polish here that was not released in 2018. I'm guessing, maybe it was, but I have a funny feeling it was not, and I can't tell for sure because this is from Japan. This is from Anna Sui, and it is F200. I think it's Feather 200, and it has this is one of my hairy polishes, and I had to put it in from top 18 from 2018 because I mean it was such a weird, a wonderful discovery to just find Anna Sui in Tokyo. I thought they'd be everywhere, but they only have 2 stores or something in Tokyo. And I was just so excited to come across such a weird and wonderful polish. It's in a white crelly base, and it's got these kind of black and neon pink fibres, and it does look like a hairy polish. And I've done a couple of manicures with it. I love it. I think it's really unusual. It may not have come out in 2018, but 2018 was the year I went to Japan for the first time, and the year I discovered hairy polishes. So it has to go in to my 2018 picks. And finally, we are back. We've come full circle. We're back to Ard As Nails. So I've got 2 picks from Ard As Nails. I mean, I could have picked a lot more, but I tried to show some restraint. The first one I want to show you is Celestial. And I think these came out just at the beginning of January last year, I believe. They're beautiful. These are like glowing, subtle, heavenly type polishes on the nails. This one, it's in a grey base with, they're all in kind of a greyish base with the most beautiful blue glowy shimmer in it. Honestly, it looks, you don't even see it. It's so, you can't make out the different like particles. It's so beautiful. And then a very, very delicate holographic in there too. Celestial, I think the blue is my favourite. I was torn between this and Sacred, but I went with Celestial because just that blue glow is so beautiful. So that is Ard As Nails, Celestial. And then finally from Ard As Nails, I mean, if I had to pick a favourite polish of the year, it might be this, because wow, this polish, as soon as I put it on my nails, I mean, it changed my life. This is Jules Bijou, and it was a collaboration with the lovely Jules from Quebec, and I don't even know where to begin with this polish. It's a silvery base, right, with a pink flash, and then there's like this, the most amazing linear holographic, and then there's like this crushed kind of goldy pink flaky in there as well. I mean, I could be talking out of my you-know-what. I'm not entirely sure what's in this. It feels like it's a bottle of magic, but it's so, so sparkly, So elegant, so amazing on the nails. Honestly, I really do think this might be my top for 2018, and I'm just so happy that two amazing people were involved in making this glorious piece of magic. And I got to meet Kat this year, she's wonderful, and of course the lovely Jules, who's always wonderful too. So this polish is so special on so many levels, but just in terms of what it is as a polish, it ticks all the boxes for me. I love it, love, love, love it. So that's it, my top 18 polishes for 2018. Man, that was a long one. Please do go check out all of the other ladies taking part down below in the description box. It's sure to be epic. Make yourself a cup of tea, grab the last bit of wine before the new year comes in, have the last mince pie, go on, I won't tell anyone. Have a lovely new year. I'll talk to you soon.